Hey, my name's Belinda. I'm from Printable Me Australia, and welcome to my first Plan With Me video for YouTube. I am so looking forward to going back to normal, in inverted commas, after 3 weeks of homeschooling and 6 weeks of isolation. I am certainly ready to be back out in the real world. So today I decided that I was going to plan next week with my Clouds kit. This is the Clouds Sticker Sheet that it comes pre-punched, and it is designed to fit the Chaos Co-ordinator planner, which is available in my shop at www.printablemeaustralia.com. And I felt that the clouds were a symbol of the peace and serenity that I'm looking forward to once everything starts to go back to normal. I have been locked in the house with a 2-year-old, 4-year-old and a 6-year-old who I am homeschooling, and 9 times out of 10 it has been chaos barely contained, and some days it wasn't contained at all. The chaos was out there. I want to point out to you that in the Friday section I already have something jotted down, which I jotted down weeks ago, and that kind of gives you an idea of the kind of memory planning / note taking that I was incorporating into my planning throughout isolation, just because I feel that this was a time in my life and in my kids' life that warranted having some extra notes taken, and I keep all of my diaries, so I thought I might as well add them into my planner rather than making a separate journal for it. So so I was just making little notes as I went throughout the 6 weeks of isolation. So the clouds, very, very blue spread, but sorry, you can see little hands reaching in there. That's my 2-year-old, and this kind of gives you an idea of my planning style. I am basically, I can try to do it as my downtime, as my quiet time, but everybody always wants to join in, and my pens are obviously so much fun. So there's quite a bit of me saying no, 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 and the little fella squealing. So that's why the sound has gone, and there's just this beautiful soundtrack in the background, and my voice as a voiceover. So everything you see here in terms of the planner, the stickers and the discs are all available in my shop. I am absolutely loving having this size planner. It's a little bit bigger than an A5 and smaller than an A4, so it's a square, and it just suits me to a T. It's most days it is a perfect fit for everything I have going on in my life, plus a little bit of decoration. So my planning style is primarily on the fly, I suppose. So I like it to be decorated and I like it to be pretty, but it also needs to be functional. I need to have enough white space to actually put appointments and document health issues and children's activities and things like that, because I have found, as a working mother of 3, I don't remember a whole lot, basically, and so if I don't write it down and it's not in the planner, you didn't tell me, and how can I know? So as soon as when I sit down to look at my emails, either at work or at home, I have my planner beside me and I flick straight to that date and I write it in. If it's a tentative, I put it on a post-it note and stick it there. 9 times out of 10, I just write it in pen, and if it doesn't happen, I put a sticker over it. So I'm kind of a fly by the seat of your pants kind of planner girl, but hey, it works for me, and that's what planner piece is. It's just finding what works for you. I absolutely love looking at some of those spreads that I can see other planner girls doing, and they look absolutely gorgeous, but I just know that is not a functional way of planning for me. So you can see here there's a couple of different size flags there, and I just thought I'd mix it up a little bit on the weekend by layering the flags on top of each other. On the weekend I like to keep a little square for all the chores that I want to get done, and you know, we just do the very best we can. Yeah, I was really loving those stars. I was determined to put them in somewhere. And so the flags, I find when you layer them, it just gives them a little bit of, you know, a little bit of zhuzh. And the little square down the bottom there on Thursday, I like to put a little flag on my little squares like that as well, just to add, you know, a little bit of interest. I try to put something memorable or significant in those little framed boxes, because there's no point in putting them there if it's just, you know, an everyday sort of event to me, to the way I think. So you'll see I've also put in the frame section on the other side, in my little notes column there, that I've put a thankful note in, because after the last month and a half of COVID-19 and everything that's been going on, I just really I've really decided that I have to be thankful for what I've got, and so writing it down is exactly what I need to do to kind of remind myself. Now this sticker here goes down a little bit crooked, and I contemplate pulling it up, and then I think, no, I'm going to put a layered half-size box in so that it overlaps the two boxes, and I quite like that look. I'm not too bothered about stickers going over the dividing lines or crossing over between 2 days. I know some people are really picky about that, but I feel like it gives my week a little bit of a flow when I look at it. So you'll see that while I have lots of little decorations and bits and pieces, I still try to maintain a really functional layout so that my planner does what I need it to do, which is be my family brain center, basically. So I write things down in there as soon as my husband tells me something, or I get a newsletter and I know that something is going on, I put it in there straight away. I hope the little hand poking in occasionally doesn't put anybody off. Oh, and I must apologise/explain my fingernails. I have been biting them the last month and a half because I've actually been very stressed this whole time, and the gorgeous paint colour and painting style is care of my 6-year-old, who was so desperate to do my nails, and I just let her because I love her. So there you go, that explains that. So as you can see, the finishing touches here, I'm just putting some little flags on these if I only do one thing today stickers. This is a big part of my motivation and productivity at the moment, is just, I know some people say that the top 3 for the day, but even that has been too much for me lately. So just one thing. That's all I'm aiming for, is just to complete one thing each day. And often that will roll into doing more than one thing productively, but you know, baby steps. And I will hopefully see you again with another video. Give this video a like, or a thumbs up, you know, all the usual YouTube jazz. Subscribe if you liked it. I'm interested to know whether there's room on the world of YouTube for another Plan With Me type video. Yeah, so I guess that's commenting or liking is the only way I'm going to know whether I should keep going or whether it's really just for me. Alright, I'll leave you to it. Cheers.